welcome to your weekly reading. Now, many of you have said, how are you doing, Estelle? And I do want to update you, but I'm doing it on a separate video, and that's where I'm going to share with you other things that are changing about the work that I do, the videos, my website. So have a look either on my website, I'll put it there, or in the playlist titled, I think it's General, where the other announcements are, and you'll be able to see how I'm doing, but also, you know, what I want to do moving forward. Now, boy, what interesting times. I mean, oh gosh, awakening, you know, we really are at such an incredible point. Now, I've got lots to share with you, and you know that I do my meditation and I just open up and I see what they want to bring through. But also my walk this morning, they kept putting this image in my mind, and here it is. Let me share this with you first of all. This isolation is us going within. It's almost like the universe forcing us to be in this cocoon stage, you know, and really go within and think about who we are, who we truly are, not about the mask and the facade. So this isolation, I want you to start seeing it as your own personal cocoon stage, where you are asked to go within. And I said to them, what sort of tarot cards represent this? And you know, you probably guessed these. And the images they gave to me in my mind, first of all the Hermit, and secondly the High Priestess. So it's really important for us to be slowing right down, not pushing, not forcing things, easing back. Do you remember we had that last week? Oh God, they're jumping all over the place. They had this, which they brought through again this week. Yes, however, ease back, you know, don't force, don't push. We are rebirthing ourselves, rebirthing the world. And someone quite funnily said, we're not fully dilated yet. Absolutely. But the hermit with that lantern, look at that lantern, and you need to be going inside now into your cocoon and thinking, who am I really? You know, and who do I want to be? Who am I becoming? And not only in the High Priestess, connecting to your heart and your soul, but the knowingness, reaching for that unconditional love, the peace, the happiness, the bliss, the joy, your connection to oneness, and the fact that you are one, we are one. So it's almost like going beyond the High Priestess, and it's not just saying, you know, reconnect back to your higher self. It's like reconnecting back to the one. Who are you? You know, we are beings of light. We're points of consciousness, and that consciousness is raising and rising. And it's incredible. Let me tell you, I am having so many moments. I'm trying to write them all down. And I know in my update video, I just want to start to share it in some way. I don't know how yet, but I'll tell you more in the update video. Oh my gosh, it's a time of enlightenment, of revolution, of awakening. But, you know, we don't find it outside. We find it inside of us, guys. I know many of you know that. I know that. But it's incredible how easy we can forget that. Your answers don't come from outside. They will come from going within, like the Hermit and the High Priestess. So remember, we all are in this cocoon stage, and it's a vital, important stage that can't be rushed, that can't be hurried. Now, the other thing they gave to me was a number, but then they started changing it, and I love it when they do that. Now, it started off with the number 12, and then they said goes to 3, and then they said the 3 parts, there's so many different ways you can see this, mind, body, spirit, etc., etc. 3 is now becoming 1. The whole thing about this week is that they wanted me to really instill and share with you, you are becoming 1, or your awareness is becoming more about the 1 and who you are connected to the collective consciousness. Because all of this awakening and this ascension and everything, sometimes people think we're going somewhere. We're not physically going anywhere, but it's happening inside of us. It's happening here, right here. We are creating heaven on earth. So 12 goes into 3 and then becomes 1. So this is the journey we are on, and we are moving through this part. More and more of you are getting glimpses of this and insights. And like we said last year, I know it's difficult. I mean, even I do it sometimes. You can get caught in the panic and the fear. But that, don't forget, it has to come up to be healed and transmuted and changed and released, and not to panic and not to worry and not to like go, oh my gosh, this is it. It isn't. That is all the accumulated fear and all the old rubbish that is coming up to be released. So as much as you can, standing in your power and really connecting to who you truly are. But we are becoming 1. Our awareness is more about the collective 1, which I love. Now, I did pull one card, one tarot. I'm just being guided, what do you want? What do you need from me? Let me just be a messenger here. And it was the Ace of Rods. Love it. They gave me some different meanings. Yes, traditionally, new starts, new beginnings. Now, for me, as a reader, or as a messenger, should I say, they said you're changing from a reader to a messenger. This is about your heart and soul. This is about your essence, your oneness essence. This is about a new rebirth, a new start, a new beginning, following your bliss, following your passion, following the stuff that's in line with here that deep within your core. Now, the other things they gave to me was, they said, look at the picture. And you can see the cloud in the background. Can you see that? You've got a hill, you've got a little castle there, but you've got a cloud. And beyond that, what's coming up is the sun, the light. The light is rising now. But don't forget, like we've said, when you get light in, it almost like forces out the denser, lower frequencies and lower vibrations. So yes, they can change and transmute, but they might need to come to the surface. So if you're having situations like I am a little bit, where the symptoms are coming out in your body, or you're feeling angry, or whatever it is, don't forget, just try and love it, accept it, and allow it to move through your body. Any anger, any fear, any anxiety, any guilt, any of what we would term as negative emotions, it's just an emotion, it's just an energy. So allowing that to move through you and not hanging on to it like, oh, this is mine. No, it's just an energy. Let it move through as you start to release more. So we've already had the yes. So again, they're reassuring us again, reconfirming you're okay. They know what they're doing. We know what we're doing. We're in the cocoon stage. This is vital. It's important. Don't rush it. Don't push it. You are, the three is becoming one. Okay, we're becoming one. We are rebirthing. The sun is rising. The light is rising. The frequency is rising. All of the denser stuff just has to come up. Go within. Trust this. Keep going within. Don't look for your answers online. Don't look. In a way, it's almost like don't look in books, don't look, you have to find it within yourself. And the final card here, which like reiterates this, is that meditation will bring your answers. You are the light. You have every single answer, because we are one and we are connected, and we are God, we are source energy, we are the universe. So it feels really strongly to remember, this is a week where we remember who we truly are. Yes, we are God. Yes, we are the universe. Yes, we are the one, the collective one. Yes, we're source energy. So it's going to come from inside of you. Now, if you can't meditate, do things that allow you to get in that state where you just kind of lose yourself. Music, painting, gardening, cooking, walking. Find your bliss. Find the place inside of you where you just think, oh my God, everything's perfect. I feel really happy. I feel glad to be alive. Can you do it in these times? Absolutely. Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. Because more and more of you, more of us are getting closer and closer to realizing that we are God. And we truly are God. And we truly are the light. We are the love. And that is not going to come from looking outside, even reading things outside. It's going to come from us reconnecting. It's almost like we've got a bit of plugging in to do inside, internally. A bit of plugging in to do. And they were just giving me the image of, sometimes those plugs come out. We just have to keep going inside, plugging ourselves back in till we get to such the point where we are almost permanently plugged in. But it's a process. Be kind, love yourself. I am just, it's just, I am really expanding. I feel like many of you are expanding as well, because you will be drawn to me because I am mirroring what's going on in you. And I feel like I'm just expanding and expanding and expanding. My awareness, my consciousness, my focus, my point of awareness and consciousness. But this is a vital stage, guys, and let's not rush it. Let's honor it. Let's love it. Let's welcome it, and let's see what happens when we get to the other side. And we will, because in my meditations I always go to the place where time doesn't exist beyond this time-space reality, like many of you do, and we're already there. We're already there. And so will we get there? Absolutely. Will it be perfect? Absolutely. Everything is unfolding perfectly and beautifully. And yes, some people are struggling, and it's hard and it's difficult, but it's almost like this collective stuff has to be brought to the surface for us to let go. Something to remind you of, I'm sure many of you do remember this, but if you're panicking, if you're in fear or worried, see if you can chunk up, what they call chunk up. Go take a universal perspective. Go right the way up. Do you believe you're a soul? Do you believe you're a light being? Yes. Go right up and go to the place where every single soul knows exactly, and I mean exactly, what it's doing, what choices it's making, why it's making them. Just because we don't know always down here, there is a bigger plan unfolding here, folks. So if you're worried, panic, go to that place. Just remember, the soul knows exactly what it's doing. So when you look at the news, if you can, or try and avoid the news, but if you do look at it, remember these souls, for whatever reason, we don't know, don't judge them, no need to judge it, are, you know, playing something out, and they know exactly what they are doing. I hope it's an enlightening week, and I'll see you next time.